So here's the new upgrade. I am so excited about this. Shall we? Here we go. This is a lot of tape. Oh ho ho ho. There it is. This is like the little blue box, but for men. So good. Oh my gosh. The Fox 38 in pistachio. Super limited edition. They're just sold out everywhere. So that made this even more exciting, knowing I was able to get my hands on one of these. Super stoked on this. So stoked. This thing is so rad. It looks so good. First things out of the box we're noticing that are really different that I like so far is you can really tell that this is the 38 from the 36. The stanchions just seem so much bigger. So behind these red caps are the bleed ports for each side of the stanchion. The new little air tunnels here. And also I'm noticing, I believe this is the first time from Fox, but not having the blue compression knobs. So this is the high speed, low speed adjusters here. Normally these caps are blue. On my current 36 they're blue. And that's always bugged me because I've never ran blue parts. Besides that, just super clean look from Fox for 2020. This 38 is gonna be so sick on the Megatower. I can't wait to get it put on. I just wanted to unbox and share my enthusiasm with you guys because I was so excited to get this. I've been waiting for it for about 2 weeks and every day just checking the tracking, waiting for it to come in. I can't wait for the suspension upgrade. Pretty much anyone over 200 pounds, it seems like this is kind of what this is catered for. So this wasn't a super necessary upgrade for me. I'm perfectly happy with my Fox 36 performance, but I've had the Fox Factory 36 before and it's a great fork. And I really wanted to try this 38 out just to test it for you guys. I paid full price, no discount, and it's something I'm really passionate about testing just because I've always been a big dude on a mountain bike, and I think that's what this 38 is made for, is for the big guys. So I'm gonna be super honest with you guys, and I'm gonna tell you if this is a good upgrade or not. Let's get it installed so we can get out and go test this thing, see if it's gonna hold up to the expectations and the price. Let's cut to it. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a size comparison here from the 38 to the 36. You can definitely tell the 38 just by looking at it is a bit beefier for sure. This is the 170, this one's 160, so there is a little bit of a travel difference there. 38's obviously going to look a little taller, but you can even see the crown here. Definitely a bit different than the previous model 36. Definitely is a bit more stout on the 38. The 36 is kind of slim up top. A lot smarter looking on the 38. Definitely looks like an update. Hope that was a little bit of a size comparison for you guys before I install. And now time to chop the steer tube down on the 38 a bit. You can see that height difference is quite a bit. So I think I'm just gonna chop down the 38 to the same length as the 36. The 36 was still a little tall, but I think I'll just take it down to an appropriate length and go from there. This is the first time I've ever cut a steer tube, so I'm super nervous. I've measured it probably a dozen times. Nice, perfect. Okay, and so now I'm gonna set the star nut with this star nut setter. Star nut set. Alrighty, so the 38 is on, steer tube is cut. Huge shout out to Nate Ripple for letting me borrow the tools to cut the steer tube and use the star nut setter to make sure I didn't mess it all up. Just gonna cut to tomorrow to do some testing and get some more air in here, some more volume reducers, and it'll be time to get rowdy. Cut to tomorrow. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of hop in here for a second and talk about the 36, because I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea that the Fox 36 is a bad fork. I've ridden the Fox 36 for years now, and I love that fork. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's just with the 38 being catered toward bigger riders and more aggressive riders, that's something I've always been looking for. Anytime I can get my hands on parts that are meant for bigger riders, I always try them out. So this being one of them, I'm really hoping it does ride better for me than the 36. I've never ridden anything that outperforms it, so I will be truly shocked if this is something that does outperform it and rides a lot better. And I also wanted to let you guys know that this is by no means sponsored or any sort of thing like that. I paid top dollar for this fork, had to hunt for this pistachio colorway, so my opinion is totally my own in how I feel about it. If it feels just like a 36, I'm gonna be bummed, because I spent a lot of money on this fork and I bought it for a performance upgrade. Just wanted to let you guys know that. I'm heading out to the trail right now, so this will be the first test ride on it, and I'm super stoked. So I will catch you guys out on the trail. So far, so good. Nice. Whew, that felt really good through that little rock garden. I'd say the compression for that was pretty spot on. Didn't feel too squishy. I'd say being 10 millimeters higher in the front too felt good in those flat corners. Gonna have some bigger rock gardens here coming up, so I'm gonna hop off my bike, go set up the camera, take a couple shots so you guys can see what my compression looks like through here and get an idea. I'm hoping I can kind of see the rigidity too in the fork. Here we go. Yoo-hoo! Oh gosh, that felt so good. That was definitely the best I've ever made it through that rock garden. Just composure wise, that felt amazing through there. Oh yes, barely any brakes right there. So far, this is feeling so good. Coming into the more aggressive rock garden. Oh my God, guys. First impressions of this thing. It is a whole new fork. I think this thing's a game changer for me. Okay, so first impressions, going through this more aggressive rock garden, I'd say it's about 30 yards. I've never gone through that thing that fast and felt that composed, but still very responsive. If I needed to get my tire off the ground, I definitely could. Wow, 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 wow. That felt amazing. I'm gonna be completely honest with my size. Every time I go through this rock garden, it's not like I feel out of control with the front, but I definitely feel like the rear is reacting differently than my fork usually is. And with the 36, I could feel a lot of feedback from the actual structure of the fork, getting some like some wobbling back and forth with the fork stanchions all the way up, almost felt like through the steer tube. And I don't think that's super uncommon with heavy riders, especially if you're riding a bit more aggressively. More on the line between a 36 and a Fox 40. I mean, it feels like how you would think the 38 should feel. More rigid, but plush in all the right ways. Going to get my final run through this rock garden for my local trails. I think I nailed this tune. I'll know a little bit more once I can rewatch the footage, see how much compression I'm getting in what spots of the rock garden. But final take here, I'm gonna give it some hell. Oh, that was quick. Nice little drift. It was barely on the brakes. God, that felt rad though. Whew, very good. This thing feels really good through the flat corners. Haha. Let's see how this thing feels on the jumps. Woo! Slow down, get a little bit of pop. Oh yeah. Phew! Oh, this thing feels great. Oh, that felt great. Got some more snappy lips up here. Oh yeah. These two are pretty snappy. Oh, that feels so good. This one's a little more lofty. Oh yeah. Snappy. Oh yeah, snappy. Oh. The 38 all day. That fork felt right on the money. Such good compression. Felt like my dirt jumper fork, to be honest. I want to just cut to it, get to that burning question, that what this video is all about. Do I think the Fox 38 is worth it? Should you buy it? My answer is I think that this fork is very targeted for a certain kind of rider. That certain kind of rider being someone like myself, who may be a little bit more of an aggressive rider, and I'm definitely on the heavier spectrum. I'm gonna say anyone that's over 200 pounds, this fork is perfect for you. Do keep in mind that this is a long travel fork. This is a 170. I believe the shortest travel that this fork comes in is at a 160. If you're riding a longer travel bike like myself, then this is the perfect upgrade. This fork felt great for me. I was really expecting it to feel just like the 36, but the 38 feels like a completely redesigned fork. It really just blew my expectations out of the water, honestly. Through the rock gardens, it felt amazing. I was able to ride really high speeds, stay on track, and I felt like I was still able to choose my line and stay on point with where I wanted to go. And I felt very in control in the front end, which is major. That's exactly what you need to feel when you're going through a rock garden, is in control. And with the Fox 38, I definitely felt more in control through the chundery stuff than I've ever felt before. The overall structure of the fork feels way stiffer and way more rigid in a good way, just from the steer tube all the way from the fork stanchions to the lowers felt much more stiff, which was a huge plus for me. I didn't realize how much feedback I was actually getting from my 36 till I took this first lap on the 38. The tunability was super on point, very stiff fork to make a note of. I was running it pretty open. I still have some adjusting to do, but pretty open, and my weight is 240 pounds, so that's very uncommon when it comes to fork tuning. Usually I'm running it very stiff, but there's still a lot of tunability for me, so I'd say if you're a bigger guy than me, then this is definitely the fork for you. Overall, I would say that if you're looking to upgrade your front fork, then the 38 is the way to go if you're a bigger guy and a more aggressive enduro rider. If you have any other comments or questions, just leave them down in the comments below. I will be happy to answer any of your guys' questions. Obviously, I'm going to be getting a ton more miles on this fork in the near future, so if you guys want to see a follow-up video on maybe a little bit longer of a review, then let me know down in the comments below. Maybe a month, 2 months, 3 months down the road, I could do a follow-up. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do, because it really helps out the channel. I will catch you guys in the next one.
I keep dancing with the devil, but he doesn't have my back. No, no. My body never knows.